everyone, to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and gorgeous PNC Park. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Baltimore Orioles going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Well, Singy, when you consider the most gorgeous ballparks in the sport, this one right here, PNC in Pittsburgh, one of the best in the game.
And from where we sit, just a gorgeous view of downtown. You've got the bridges, the Allegheny River. In fact, we've seen some hitters hit the ball into that river, and perhaps we'll see that today.
First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about set to go. Getting the nod in this one, Paul Skeens.
Big time arm power. One thing he struggles with, though, is repeating his delivery. And sometimes you have bigger pitchers trying to sync things up. Not as easy as a more compact pitcher. But if he can get command going, establish it early, and carry it through the ball game, he's going to pitch deep into this one.
And he deals. Gunnar Henderson, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. The 1-0.
That's a ball.
Got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hunting for this pitch.
And the righty deals. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. And the pitch. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Really good, hard bite to that breaking ball for the strikeout right there. I mean, he was able to bury it down below the zone, and that's throwing the pitch with conviction. Good thing for the pitcher, he's not going to miss in the zone, and that's where you get hurt. Excellent execution with 2 strikes. That could be a big weapon for him in this start.
Jorge Mateo stands in now and watches strike one. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's nothing at 2. 1 out, base is empty. Ball 1 there. And the pitch. Fly ball to right. De La Cruz settles under it, and he makes the catch. 2 down. Time now to take a look at the Orioles lineup put together by manager Brandon Hyde. A tough challenge in this one, an excellent arm on the mound. Siggy, they're going to have to capitalize on their opportunities.
Yeah, and they're not going to get a whole lot if he pitches the way that he's capable of pitching. So, be ready to swing from the first pitch. You get something straight, man, you better turn on it.
Anthony Santander at the plate. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. 2 out, space is empty. That misses the zone. A ball, 1 strike. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And that one is out of here. A monster shot to right. And they jump out front. It's 1-0.
Pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made it
So 2 away with nobody on. Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. Misses outside, and that's ball 1. Two down, bases empty, but one run across, and we're just getting started here at the top of the first. Close, but called a ball. And now 2-0. Skeens, maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Swing and a miss. 2-2. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do.
Throws the first in time. Third out, that ends the frame. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. And the home team down a run. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here with my pal Siggy, and getting to start for Baltimore, Corbin Burns. What do you have on him, Siggy?
The spin rate on the curveball is incredible. Hitters know they're going to see a lot of them today. Stay back, be patient, and hit the ball the other way.
We go to the bottom of the first. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. The pitch. It's in there. That's strike one.
Burns, like a lot of guys in the majors, played several sports growing up. He was a really good football player in high school, actually, which makes sense when you look at his build. But ultimately, he chose to pursue a career in baseball.
And that one is in the dirt. And 1-1. Right through there for a strike. Two down. Gets a piece and stays alive. And the right-hander deals. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Right-hander kicks, deals. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. The pitch. And another ball.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
The 2-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Check of the Pirates lineup put together by manager Derek Shelton. And the key to victory for them here, get their starter some run support early.
If they can get him that run support early, it's likely the other team folds because they know how dominant he can be once he gets settled in. So put pressure on that other team right away, jump out to a lead early, and a few runs is going to feel like 30.
Ryan Reynolds here. In there at the knees. Strike one. Burns, a former All-Star. He throws a cutter, a curve, a slider, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. 0-1. And it's fouled away. Pitch misses there. Going to count 1-2. a strikeout. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him, and you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact, but that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Left-hand batter waits. This one popped up. O'Hearn settles under this one and puts the squeeze on that one. And that ends the inning. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh. They trail here 1-0. Back here in Pittsburgh, new inning getting started. Here's Adley Rutschman. He has consistently been one of the best in the sport against lefties, and yet the righties give him trouble. You know, you don't want to be labeled as that guy, but the numbers say what they say. Skeens back to work. Swing and a line drive curling foul down the right side. The other way, Connor Falefa jumps, throws, on target. He got it. Nice play. Man, Chris, a jump throw like that is certainly worthy of the StatCast treatment. Let's see what the numbers have to say about it.
Yeah, these are some favorable numbers, Cole. This is the type of play that showcases his arm strength. I mean, he made it look easy, but I promise you, that's not a throw every shortstop can make, especially with that much behind it.
Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. First offering, and it just misses.
Wow.
And another ball. Plate umpire, Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, with Hendricks, bro, kind of interesting. He's a good, consistent umpire, but you do hear that he kind of favors one side of the plate more than the other. So it's really hard to know for sure, but I think that usually it has to do something with where he sets up prior to each pitch.
That one finds the zone. Now 2-1. Next offering is outside. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
Little Tony on that fastball. He's going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
One down, base is empty. Swings and misses on the baseball up in the zone for the strikeout.
With that kind of velocity and elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Mountcastle, 27 years old, and he's usually a first baseman, but today he's the designated hitter. Fastball for a strike.
Some people say that first baseman kind of have the day off regularly because they don't run around a whole lot. When you think about it, they were involved in just about every single play, and there's a lot of stress that gets put on their legs. So a well-deserved day at the DH spot.
And it's through for a hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Once you get the ball to the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Ramon Urias, the next to hit for the Orioles. Splits the plate. 2 outs.
Nope. Ball.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. The pitch. And another ball. Down on strikes. And that is that. One hit, one left. Down to the bottom of the second. It's the Orioles 1 and the Pirates nothing. Bottom of the inning. Here's Andrew McCutcheon to hit. The right-hander back to work. Fouled off. He was late. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at-bat.
This is Joey Bart. Swings, fouls it off, and he breaks his bat. Up the middle. Downsville kicks off his glove. He decides to eat it, and he's out at first.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Pitch is in the dirt, and that is ball one. Wouldn't chase that time.
Last two pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at-bat.
The hitters count the 2-0. Cutting but missing down low. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Righty delivers. And one hit to right. Santander towards the line, looking up, makes a one-handed catch. Brian De La Cruz, the next Pirate to hit. Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at-bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there or not.
And here comes. And a foul ball. The pitch. Chop to the left side. Orioles zips it across, inning over. So one left for Pittsburgh, still behind by a count of 1-0. On to the third inning, and into the box for Baltimore, Cedric Mullins.
That's record.
Schemes back to work. That misses the zone, and that's ball one. And another ball. The line of the pitch. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. Oh, great stop to first. And very nicely done for the out.
To his left, fully extended there in front of the shortstop to make the grab. Up with it, then a strong, accurate throw across the diamond to complete this highlight play.
Back to the top of the lineup, Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit. Outside, 1-0.
Gunnar Henderson was a unanimous choice for American League Rookie of the Year in 2023. Got off to a slow start, but finished the season with 28 homers, playing as the Orioles' everyday shortstop. You know, Adley Rutschman nearly won the award in 2022. The future is bright for the Orioles.
Swing and a miss, and 102 on the radar gun. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swing and a miss, splitter of the dirt. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to move it off.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Jorge Mateo. And first offering is fouled off.
Henderson became the first Orioles player to win Rookie of the Year since Cal Ripken Jr. did it in 1982. It only took Gunnar 1 season to start doing things the Orioles haven't seen done since Cal was playing on the team.
Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. The pitch. On the ground, right side, Gonzalez. Throws to first, and that is that. Nothing across here this half. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Orioles 1 and the Pirates nothing. Set for the bottom of the 3rd at the plate for Pittsburgh, Brian Hayes. When you talk about a neat defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. And he deals. And delivers outside.
This guy plays third base like he's a shortstop, and he welcomes the difficult play. Can throw from so many different angles and makes really tough plays look very easy.
There's a strike. So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy.
Next offering is in for a strike. And another ball.
Full count.
Righty to the plate. Swings and misses. He swung over top of the curveball. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a call third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
And now, number 28. And there's a foul ball. That one in there across the letters. Two down. He goes down looking. So the Pirates batting order turns over. The batter will be the shortstop, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, flying to right his first time. And that one's a little bit low. Ball 1. Down the line. But
You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
So 2 down. Up next for the Pirates, Ryan Reynolds. Just off the outside edge. Home team down a run here in the last half of the third. And a curve is down and in.
2 balls, no strike.
Got her for left on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Great jump. And that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing him on a 2-out RBI.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swing and a base hit. Rounds third, head for the plate. Got a long throw home, and he's out. Up, down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs and a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
Back here at PNC Park, out of the fourth, and into the box for Baltimore, Anthony Santander. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
You know, these Orioles doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
And the righty deals. Fights it off, you'll see another. The line of the pitch. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Chase that time.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Swing and a miss. Some high cheese for strike 3.
That was a pretty good pitch, top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Colton Cowser. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Hey, doubled up on the off-speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
And 1-2. And that one is inside.
It's a good take.
Got him looking for the strikeout. Throws him with the heater at the knees.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Here's Adley Rutschman singing he was the first player taken in what has turned out to be a talented draft class.
Well, Boone, 2019 delivered a youth movement for Major League Baseball. Adley, Bobby Witt Jr., Corbin Carroll, and the list goes on. It's extra special when you're the top pick in a class with so much talent.
That one misses, and the count even 1-1. Swing and a miss.
1-2, count.
to short. Connor Valletta throws the first in time. Rutschman retired. And the Orioles sit down in order. Nothing doing this time around for the O's, but they still lead it 1-0. And we're back. John Choppy and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, O'Neill Cruz. And the pitch. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-1.
Kicks and deals. Foul ball there. Left-hand hitter waits.
1-2.
In the dirt. The count now 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Kicks and fires. And another ball.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Now pop up on the infield. Urias under it. Puts it away for the out. And now it's Andrew McCutcheon. 0 for 1. Knocked down foul to the catcher his first time off. Right through there for a strike.
Not many hitters go up there looking for an old breaking ball, but a good way for the pitcher to get ahead in the count.
That breaking ball is in for a strike here quickly. It is 0-2. In the air, left field, down the line. Sizes this one up. And it's caught for the out. Here's Julian Martin now. Reached on an infield single his first time. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
That's down.
Next offering is down low. 2 down, nobody on. We're here at the bottom of the fourth. In for a strike, and it's 1-2. Check swing, no appeal.
Gosh, bro, I think he's trying to deep the pitcher. There's no way he's thinking he can hit that pitch.
Comes a 2-2. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first, digging for 2. Throws to second. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
And in scoring position with 2 away. And now Nick Gonzalez. He's 0 for 1. Up the middle. Oh, what a stop. Fires to first. And it'll be first and
there had the looks of one of those plays of the week. Great diving stop, but he just couldn't set up to make a good throw. Maybe got a little too excited. He was probably feeling it as well, but either way, that's a tough play and a tough error.
And now the right fielder, Brian De La Cruz. 0 for 1 so far. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
1-1.
Clark, the runner at third. Gonzalez at first, 2 out in the inning. That misses off the outside edge.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And another ground.
He never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you prefer that pitcher walk away.
Tapped in front of the plate. On to O'Hearn. That's the inning. So they strand 2 after a base hit and an error. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Orioles 1 and the Pirates nothing. We go to the top of the 5th, digging in. Ryan O'Hearn. And the right-hander back to work. Just missed. O'Hearn, 30 years old now, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2014. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Chases that one upstairs.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches on that location.
There's the splitter in the dirt, swing and a miss. In time to get him, 1 away in the strikeout.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top. And that's why they call it a split-fingered fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
Mountcastle in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
The wind of the pitch. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And the right-hander deals. Struck him. He says, I don't care about draft rounds. Take a seat.
Well, that high four-seam fastball has become such a great pitch for pitchers to finish hitters off. They're trying to stay back with 2 strikes, make sure that they can handle something off speed, and just with good spin rate, good rotation through the zone, elevate it a little bit, get a lot of swings and misses, and that's a really nice job right there.
2 down, nobody on. That one in triple digits. Next offering is in for a strike. And a pitch. And that just misses.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
2 outs. That one misses. And now it's 3-2. The big righty strikes out the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles, but they're on top, 1-0. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the third baseman, Brian Hayes. steals, and that's outside. And the 1-2 misses to even the count. Ground ball up the middle. Henderson in plenty of time to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth. Next is the speedy first baseman. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. There's the strike of the knees.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
And a pop ball, right side, foul territory. Warner brings it in with a nice running grab. So Benny Warner turns over. And now the shortstop, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, 1 for 2. That's outside. Ball 1. What about playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it surprised a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Up the middle, and that chance handled. On to first, 3 up, 3 down, inning over. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Orioles 1 and the Pirates nothing. Back here in Pittsburgh, top of the 6th inning, and into the box for Baltimore, Cedric Mullins. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. And that one fouled off. A line to kick the pitch. That one's in there. No balls, 2 strikes.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
The next offering misses. Now 1 and 2.
For that hard inside fastball right there, just by him. And not every pitcher likes working inside, especially with 2 strikes. They don't want to hit it matter and waste an opportunity to put him away. But if you can locate that fastball just like he did, most hitters aren't looking for it, and it becomes very difficult to get a piece of.
He swings and fouls one off. One down, base is empty. And a big swing and a miss.
Didn't recognize off speed, thought it was fastball, a little bit out in front.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's out number 2.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a one at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's going to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put them all in play.
Mateo, up for the 3rd time here, watches that one miss. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Swing and a miss. And the count 1 and 2.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. And another ball. The pitch. Good chase that time.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with a 3-hole hitter coming up if he's wrong.
Blasting it right past him. 3 up, 3 down that time. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Orioles 1 and the Pirates nothing. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now it's the switching outfield. Early runs. Burns back to work. And that one fouled off. On the ground, out to short. On the run, sends it over to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Here's O'Neal Cruz. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Here's a 1-1.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
Left-hand batter waits. Swings through that one for strike 2.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that's a pretty good fastball. But with high velocities these days, that speed differential is right where it needs to be.
And there are 2 outs.
Got the pitch that he wanted. Just a little bit quick for the shoulder open. Backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
Now it's the DH, Andrew McCutcheon. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Home team down a run. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-2.
Trying to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Two down, nobody on. And another ball. Chases that one out of the zone. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Bucks go down quietly. They still trail 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of inning number 7. Now it's going to be Anthony Santander. And the pitch. Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance. And it is foul.
Changing speeds has this lineup completely off balance in this one. We've seen a lot of mistimed swings, and it's been a challenge for these hitters to get their rhythm right.
That one catches the zone, and it's 0-2. Bullpen action for the Pirates. David Bednar loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Machinsky also throwing. Pitches downstairs.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
To the right side, and it goes just foul. Just off the the inside corner, and it's 2-2.
Tough pitch at 98 for a really good pass at the ball.
Righty to the plate. And there's a ball. The shift, and after grinding through that at bat, he gets the best of him.
But when you see that many pitches in it at bat, chances of succeeding go up, and right there we see the result.
So now the Orioles cleanup hitter, Colton Cowser. In the dirt, but kept close. And no movement on the bases. It's ball one. Santander aboard here at first with nobody out. That misses the zone. 2 balls, no strikes. Lifted in the air, right center field. De La Cruz sizing this one up, brings it in. And there's one down. Derek Shelton out of the dugout, and he will make the move. Paul Skeens done for the day, and he was a tough nut to crack. Pretty stingy from start to finish. Back with the new arm after a quick break. On the mound down for the Pirates, Bailey Falter.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Adley Rutschman. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. Ground ball left side, and a base hit. They get it in quickly, so first and second now, 1 out.
That was just a total nightmare for lefties. I'd be very surprised to see that matchup again. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a way.
So first and second with 1 man gone. And now the first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn. That misses, and it's 1-0. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Grounder might be 2. The throw to second. The double play ends the inning and might have saved the game for them. So a job well done from the Buccos bullpen. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Orioles 1 and the Pirates nothing. Here at PNC Park, set for the last half of the 7th. Here's the Pirates catcher now, Joey Bart.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with 1 swing here.
The right-hander back to work. And fouled off.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
No, that's inside.
Breaking ball inside. And that's ball one.
Kind of backed up on him there. I think it just slid out of the hand a little bit too soon.
In the air right field. Santander in pursuit. Well, there's one away. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Nick Gonzalez. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
I'm impressed with that challenge pitch right there. Even with this slim lead, this guy's not afraid to go right after these hitters.
Fouled off. He was late. And here comes. And that one ripped to left. He's got it. There's two away.
Man, that's so frustrating. You hit the ball hard. You understand the situation. You want to get on base and try to score that tying run, but no reward right there, and you're just going to have to sit on it.
The next to hit takes outside. Trying to hold a one-run lead near the bottom of the seventh. Next offering down low and in the dirt. Fouls it back with two strikes. Two outs. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. At the belt and fires. Off the plate, and it's 3-2.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Righty delivers. Battling here as he fouls it away. Grinding AB right here, about to see pitch number 10. Here's a swing and drive. Santander going back. Pulls it into the warning track. Another scoreless inning, and now that's 7 shutout frames. It's the Orioles 1 and the Pirates nothing. From the top of the 8th, now here's the Orioles DH, Ryan Mountcastle. Here comes a pitch. Ball to a 6'4" lefty. He features a four-seam fastball, a curve, a sinker, a slider, and occasionally works in a splitter. The 0-1.
Right through there for a strike. Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle and hope he gets a mistake.
Hit in the air, center field. Cruz makes the play. And there's one away. Ramon Urias, the next to hit for the Orioles. Who's 0 for 2 and a pair of strikeouts. inside corner for a strike.
0-1.
Swings and misses. 0-2 down.
0-2.
One down, base is empty. And that's off the inside edge. And the count 1-2. That one ran inside, almost got him.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
And they'll do it again. The pitch. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. Stays alive. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Gets a piece and stays alive. And now the lefty. Just a weak fly ball this time. De La Cruz snags it, 2 away.
Now, the center.
2 outs, base is empty. Cedric Mullins, the next to hit for the Orioles. And a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. The lefty fires. Foul off the plate, they'll do it again. The 0-2. Balls it in to end the inning. So they make short work of them there. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Orioles 1 and the Pirates nothing. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now batting Key Brian Hayes. Right-hander back to work. Just missed. Movement in the Orioles bullpen. Felix Bautista, the closer, is getting loose. Cano, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Bounce to the left side. Henderson. In there. He's safe.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start an out if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. That's it for Corbin Burns, and we'll be back with their first arm out of the pen after a quick break. Anthony Dominguez is checked into the game.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
No outs, runner at first. And here's the first baseman.
Almost took one out of here last time up. Flied out to the warning track. Leadoff man is on. You got to be looking for the blocking here. Trying to get him in a scoring position.
Bunted back towards the mound. Otto O'Hearn. And that's an out on the sacrifice.
There was a time when that sacrifice was just all very basic, but is increasingly difficult as it's becoming to get runs down in the big leagues. Nice job right there.
Isaiah Kiner-Falefa digs in now. 1 for 3. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level is going up a few notches for sure.
Called foul.
These fans, they are ready to cheer about something.
Swinging a ball popped up. Mateo sizes this one up, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 2 down. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Brian Reynolds. First pitch misses.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
So the tying run at second. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
1-1.
Right-handed reliever. Pitch misses, and the count 2-1. And another ball. O'Neill Cruz waiting for a turn at the plate. And the 3-1. Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did. With the tying run at second, you're the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a ball popped up. Mateo pulls it in on the run. Pirates lead 1. They're down 1-0. Set for the start of the inning. Got a batter down. Gunnar Henderson.
This is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Two now. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Gosh, here it is. Hit it. 3-pitch strikeout. All fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
Jorge Mateo now. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Right side. De La Cruz settles underneath it. Makes the grab for the second out. Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Anthony Santander. His homer earlier is responsible for the only runs they scored in this one.
Yeah, forget small ball. They're kind of living and dying by the long ball so far in this one.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. Pulls in with a double. 3rd hit for him today. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
So, man aboard. And next for the Orioles, Colton Cowser. Off the mark there. 1-0. And that's in there at the knees.
1-1.
The foul ball. The pitch. Up the middle. Gonzalez. Throw sails over his head at first. And this ball's going to wind up out of play. So a big-time costly mistake there. Man at second here. Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning. So first and second with 2 outs. And into the box for Baltimore, Ryan O'Hearn. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss. As he was out front that time. Ducks don't bring upstairs.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level and have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Cowser, the lead runner out at second. Rutschman on at first with 2 down. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Inning over, and it could have been worse. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. High to the order, 3, 4, 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Orioles 2 and the Pirates nothing. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Felix Bautista.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball. We see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and give himself a save.
So digging in, O'Neal Cruz. And a pitch.
Hey, look, we'll see how it factors in. I just can't emphasize how much that insurance run in the top of the 9th means. I mean, just such a big difference mentally when you're chasing 2 runs instead of 1.
Kicks and deals. There's the swing and a miss.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Goes down looking.
The splitters aren't thrown by a ton of pitchers, and one of the main reasons is that they're difficult to control. Not many guys can spot them consistently when they want to. He's one of those exceptions. He's found a way to corral a split, and he can place it on a dime just like he did right there.
He's 2 outs away. Next, it's the Pirates cleanup hitter, Andrew McCutchen. Foul ball. One down, base is empty. Line drive, base hit.
Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and whipped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. And now, let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
1 down. And here's the catcher, Joey Bart.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Just off the inside edge.
Looking to get something going, this is the guy you want at the plate. He's been great for this team. He is a professional hitter.
With the tying run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. That one out to right. Drops into the glove. So they're down to their final out. Now it's the second baseman, Nick Gonzalez. Up and in, and that's ball one.
One ball, one strike.
And a foul ball. Two-run game with two away here in the bottom of the ninth. Got him, and that's the ball game.
The way pitchers do it in this one, you get to a certain point where each pitcher is trying to outdo the other and go a little bit deeper into the ball game. And for these pitchers, it really came down to a few key at-bats. This was a fun one to watch.
2-0 your final here in this one as the Orioles win this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shampi. And see you soon.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Orioles, 2 runs on 5 hits, with 1 error. They led 5 runners on base. For the Pirates, no runs, 6 hits, 1 error. They led 6 runners on base. Time for ball game, 2 hours and 25 minutes. Thanks for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.